In a very brief virtual court proceeding, Judge Bekisisa Mnguni handed down the ruling and read out his order. The reasons for his final judgment were not heard in court.
The order is as follows. The following order shall issue. The application is dismissed with such costs to include those occasioned by the employment of senior counsel. I hand down the judgment.
Advocate Dalimpofu, who represented the former president, argued that the High Court did have jurisdiction to issue an interdict to stay the execution of Zuma's arrest. Legal teams representing the Helen Suzman Foundation, the Commission of Inquiry into Allegations of State Capture, and Deputy Chief Justice Raymond Zondo opposed this, arguing that the court could not interfere in court matters.
All this court must be interested in. Do I have in front of me an applicant who meets the requirements for the relief that is sought? And that is important, my lord, because remember there are two types of reliefs before your lordship. One is, let's call it a common law interdict, the normal common law interdict. The other one is a suspension order in terms of section 172 of the Constitution. That's the nature of the relief sought before your lordship.
Yes.
I don't think there's anyone who can argue that your lordship does not have jurisdiction to issue a suspension order in terms of section 172 of the Constitution. If there is such a person, then they will be hugely mistaken.
If one looks at the text of section 173 of the Constitution, the text is inherent power is the heading. The wording is the Constitutional Court, Supreme Court of Appeal, and High Courts have the inherent power to protect and regulate their own process and to develop the common law, taking into account the interests of justice. Your Lordship pointed to this own process. So you do have inherent power, but inherent power over your own process, not over the process of the Constitutional Court.
Taking all arguments into account, Judge Mnguni ruled in favor of advocates Ngugai Toby and Max du Plessis. In his written judgment, the judge concluded that, quote, should this court accede to the contentions advanced on behalf of Mr. Zuma, then the hierarchy will be disturbed and there will be no finality to legal decisions. He went on to add that the application made by the former president's legal team seeks to entangle the High Court in a situation where the court goes beyond its territory, disrupting the balance of power. While the former president will remain behind bars this weekend, on Monday, the Constitutional Court will hear Zuma's application for a rescission of his 50-month sentence for contempt.